Hi, I'm Lauren with iHeartSpeech.com, where you can get activities and ideas to build your child's communication skills. So, in front of us today, we have a new game that I created called Road Closed. And your goal is to clear the road of all of the construction cones. And it's open ended, so you can do any skill that you want. You can do math, you can do speech sounds, you could do language skills. Pretty much any skill can be worked on while you play this game. And so in your product, you are going to get the directions, you're going to get the digital game, the printed game, the printed pieces, the practice skill page, and then, of course, a thank you. So here's what I would do. If I had a kiddo, I would share my screen with him, and I would have it open to this page. And then I would let him choose which mover piece, which vehicle he wants to be. And so let's say he picked the red truck. I would select the red truck and ask him, where would you like to start? And so let's say he wants to start here in the corner. So we'll put him in the corner. And then I'm going to be the green dump truck, and I'm going to start down here at the bottom. Now, I like to let the child do as much as they can. And clearly they can't manipulate objects on my screen, but they can have their own dice. And so I encourage them to have a real die on hand that they can toss, or to have an app that has a dice on it. And I just got a free dice app. And so if they don't have a dice, I'll roll for them, but my preference is for the child to have their own. And so let's say it's their turn and they get to go, and they roll a 1. And so they get to go one space. Now there's no cone on that, so we just do our whatever our practice skill is. And I wouldn't have this up for the child, I would have it off to the side for me, but I would come here, I would work on whatever the skill is, and then we would go again. Now, my rule, and this is just sort of an every time I play a game rule, if you roll a 1, that means and you get to go again. So I would let the kid go again. And so on this one, they get, let's pretend they got a 2. So they go 1, 2. They landed on a cone. So we go ahead and clear the cone off the board, and then it would be my turn. And so I tap for my turn, and I get a 4. And so I go 1, 2, 3, 4. I get to move my cone off. We do their practice sound. They get to go. And we just keep going around the board over and over and over until all of the cones are off the board. Now, if you don't want to be driving backwards, which my kids don't seem to really have a problem with, on your program, you probably have a format button, and you can go to arrange, and then you can flip your vehicle. Boom. And there you go. Now he's driving the correct way on the board. And with this game, you really can go in any direction you want. So let's say you're here and you get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then drive backwards and get that cone off. If you were here and you got a 1, then clearly go forward and get that one off. But you can kind of go in any direction because, cars can do U-turns and they can drive all over. So just have a really good time playing it, get all the cones off the board, and then the game is all done. Or, when your time is up, you say, yay, we did such a great job. We got most of them off. Now, if you want to do it printed because you have kiddos in front of you, you can do this board. And so you would print out this plain board, and then print out this page here, cut out the cones, put the little paper cones all over the printed board, and then let them pick their mover piece and play the game just the way you would play a regular board game. So it is quick, it's easy, the kids really like it, they like to get the cones off. And the cool thing is every time you play, it's a little bit different because each time you can put the cones in different places. And so I have some students that love to play the same games over and over and over, and sometimes they like to play a different game each week. But if they want to play this one again, then put the cones in a different place, or let them pick a different mover piece, whatever works for them. All right, well, happy playing and happy practicing.